Hello, everybody, and welcome to Late Night Football. Welcome to another transfer reaction show. And what we all knew for a while, but it's finally officially confirmed that Paul Pogba has joined Juventus on the free transfer from Manchester United. Pogback 2.0, as I'm trying to call it. I'm surprised they haven't used that campaign, but nonetheless, Paul Pogba rejoins Juventus after he leaves, and we'll talk about how that structures into to his return to Juventus, how that will benefit Juventus, how that will impact Juventus, I should say. But you know what? I've heard some outrageous comments today from a lot of people, in football, and this was another one of them. I mean, Juventus, when he came back, the statement that they put out was that Paul Pogba left as a boy, he's returned as a man. He left, he's come back as a champion. I just thought, oh my God, champion of what? Champion of what? What has he won? I look, he's won the World Cup with France, fair enough. But at Manchester United, he's won literally, like, all he's done is won a League Cup and a Europa League. He's not won the Premier League. He's not won the Champions League. So I'm just wondering what champion is he of that he's returning, And to say that he's returned as a man, that's a little bit debatable as well, because the whole Pogmentary thing, he's still doing crap like that. So it's hard for me to take that in. I know they sometimes have to make generic statements, but I just wish they would be a little bit more realistic about what they say. Some would even argue Pogba is not even as good a player as he was when he left. Like, he's come back a worse player than when he left, because when he left, he was the most expensive player in the world, maybe undeservedly, but still he was the most expensive player in the world. And he's come back as free agent to a club because nobody else wanted him. He wanted about 14 million euros in salary. That is what he thought he was going to get. And he's had to settle for 8 million. So that's almost half of that he's had to settle for. So, I mean, it's, again, like I said, I understand these are generic statements that clubs have to put out. And, so you put these things out to try and give the player confidence, to try and build hype for a player. But I just wish comments would be less ridiculous than what they are these days. And I'm not even saying this is not the most ridiculous comment that I've heard, the statement that I've heard much worse. You guys might know. If you know what I'm talking about. But it's just, it's funny to me. But nonetheless, on a positive note, I think it's a good signing for Juventus. Still, all things considered, I think the midfield needed a little bit of a revamp. It needed a little bit of rejig. I always said this. I said every time that I watch Juventus, I thought United had a better midfield than Juventus, and United suck. The United's midfield sucks, and so to imagine how much worse Juventus could be. And they've also lost Bentancur, so I think they need some reinforcements in midfield. I think Paul Pogba is a good addition in the fact that they lack creativity in that midfield, and he will bring it to this team. I don't think Rabiot is that good. I don't think Arthur is that good. So I think Pogba brings that for sure. The pace of Serie will suit Pogba. It will suit Pogba because oftentimes when I've seen him play, I've always felt that Pogba plays the game at his own pace, and he wants everyone to play at his own pace, which doesn't happen, right? In the Premier League, especially, people don't play at his pace. It almost feels like he's wanting everyone to play at his own pace. I think Serie A is closer to his own pace, to the way that he plays. He's a slow player. He needs time on the ball. When he has time on the ball, he can pull off some good passes, some world-class, crosses, long field passes. He can do all of that when he has time, and he gets that time in Serie A. He'll have that time to do it. So I think he'll be good in Serie A. And then the Juventus need a player like that who can unlock deep defenses, who can kind of spray passes around. I think it's a good match from that perspective. Is he someone who can help them win Serie A? I think he definitely helps them challenge for it. I'm not sure if I still feel like I don't know. I don't follow Serie A much. I still feel like Inter and Milan maybe a little bit ahead. I don't know about Milan. Milan have lost a couple of players, but I think Milan still have enough to challenge for next season. I think Inter probably will expect to do better than what they did last season, where they were very inconsistent. So I'm hoping that they'll be more consistent. So I think Juventus will definitely benefit from Pogba. They'll definitely challenge for the title. Will they be able to challenge for the Champions League? No, not. I mean, will Pogba help them? No, I don't think that makes a dent there. So, when you take what you can, I think Serie A is still maybe a year or two away from having teams consistently challenge for European honors. I still feel like that, but that's something we will see, of course. And maybe I'll be proven wrong, and maybe Pogba will just be, a world-class player throughout, and we'll all be left with X on our faces. We'll see what happens on that. But great business for Juventus. So not to put that, it's great business for Juventus. They've got Di Maria on a free transfer as well. They've been the masters of the free agency in some ways. Haven't they? The last few seasons, they've really been able to sign players on free transfers. And it's good. It's good that they did that here as well. It's a good signing. All things considered, I think it's a good signing for Juventus. I think it's a good place for Pogba to go. I don't think he had a lot of the options anyway, but even otherwise, I think it's good for him, because in a World Cup year, he needs to be playing regularly. He needs to play in a place where he can get his confidence back, and to be in familiar surroundings, I think will help him to settle in and be the best player that he can be. So we'll see how this one plays out. But congratulations to all Juventus fans for getting Paul Pogba. A good player, definitely a good player. I don't think there's any doubt that he's a good player. All things aside, I won't say anything else on that. But congratulations to Juventus fans. I almost said United fans, but congratulations to Juventus fans. Congratulations to Paul Pogba as well for sorting his future out. If you enjoyed this video, well, in fact, you know what, just let me in the comments. What do you think? Do you think I was too harsh about Paul Pogba? Do you think maybe he's a better player than we all think that he is? Let me know in the comment section, of course. What do you think about Paul Pogba? What do you think about the signing? What do you think about Juventus's hopes for the season? Always happy to read them. Always happy to hear what you have to say. If you enjoyed this video, do remember to smash a like. Also, remember to subscribe to our channel on YouTube as well as on Facebook. Always appreciate the support. We're doing more consistent videos. I would have done more yesterday as well, but I was a bit sick, so I couldn't do any. But I'm hoping that I do feel much better today, so I'm hoping that I'll be doing a few more going forward. So please do subscribe so you get notified as soon as videos drop. That would be much appreciated. Thank you so much. Take care, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye bye.